Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome back to the beatzillapdx official show. Hopefully my sound is good. Hello, Silent D. Hello, RG3 Fitness. Eris in the house. All right. All right. Y'all let me know if my sound is good. Let me know if you can hear me. And as you see, the title of this episode of the beatzillapdx official show, cool, is International Blackface. you know? And during all of this time of propaganda, I figured it would be a good idea just to touch this topic. As we've seen in recent news that we've had the Tokyo Olympic Committee ban Black Lives Matter apparel. Um, so, with that being said, before I get into that, I want to touch another story real quick that just happened yesterday in my hometown right here in Portland, Oregon. So, as people well know, Portland, Oregon has had its share of protests and made national news. The thing about that is a lot of the people that were here making it national news and all the fires and the riots and the break-in and vandalism and stuff, that's not really a Oregonian type of move. We don't really do much of that like that here. It has happened. We've had race riots here back in 1968. We had issues with police having to be fired for killing a man who was actually the security guard foiling a robbery. So they actually killed the security guard while letting the thief run out the door. And so while they were being prosecuted on that, they didn't well, actually, they weren't prosecuted. They were just fired by our only black police commissioner. Since that black police commissioner, they have morphed police commissioner into the mayor. So they made sure that that was never going to happen again. So B1 Janeway, B1, welcome. So let's get to this incident. And actually, I'll read the article before I play the clip. So this happened just here yesterday. And we have a group that is, I won't want to say armed militia group. They're more of a armed gun club that may stand for justice and against tyranny. So during May Day, they posted up, made their presence known right in the middle of the city, which used to be called our hood. It's been very well gentrified at this point. But with that being said, they posted up right there so where everybody could see. So as you're driving through our neighborhood, you would know. Now, what happened with this particular situation yesterday, there was a brother that got killed back in 2018 by the police. His name is Patrick Kimmons. One thing, if you do look at, you bring up the articles that they'll talk about, the one thing that they're going to leave out about this is Patrick Kimmons was shot in the back by police. So yes, there was an incident happening, but by the time they shot him fleeing. So this is from my local news channel here, Coin 6. This reads, large group block streets. Driver in North Portland, one hurt. Okay, Portland, Oregon. One person was taken by ambulance to a Portland hospital Thursday afternoon after confrontations between a large group of people walking in the streets of North Portland and motorists in the area. Now, something else I want you to know about Portland is the city of bike lanes and crosswalks and 20 miles per hour speed limits in these narrower streets. So, and where this guy was, there's literally a crosswalk right down the street. So to act like that, this is a city to where, like, if they see people coming from a distance that they think is going to cross and they're white, they will stop traffic flowing traffic, and it ain't a crosswalk. But if they see him walking to the corner, they will stop. Now, let it be me or my wife or my child or my children. You know, oh no, we're just going to have to take our chances like the chicken across the road. That's how they get down here. So it unfolded shortly after noon. Portland police said after they got calls of a person hit by a car near North Interstate and Killingsworth. Officers didn't find anyone hit by a car, but did notice a large group of people in nearby streets. Some were openly carrying guns, police said. Now, this is not the Proud Boys, so make notice of how much they keep bringing up that they're armed. And not only that, all of these people aren't white or aren't black, so it's a culturally mixed gun club for justice. More calls came in from drivers who were blocked by the crowd. One driver said people in the crowd broke their car windows, damaged their tires, sprayed them with some kind of irritant in the area. Now, let me tell you something. Where they were was right off of the freeway. There are so many different ways to maneuver around there versus having to drive directly through them. That is absolute BS. This is like one of our major on-ramps and off-ramps of the freeway of I-5 coming into the city. And actually, this is saying Killingsworth and Interstate, it actually looks like it's Alberta. Oh, okay, it is. So a different motorist near Alberta in Michigan got into a dispute with people who surrounded him. Police said who added the group took a gun, tools, and keys from the motorist. How would you take a gun from anyone that's not has his gun out pointing it at you? Do you see how they doing that? And this is my local news, so just let you know how they get down. That's why I even asked the question, does your local news channels where you guys are even produce positive Black stories? Because this is what they do here. Now, see, the way they're making it seem that it was all Black folk. They're just kind of alluding to it. I'll get to that. Officers witness statements and investigation continues. It's not clear who was injured, how serious the injuries are, and what caused those injuries. Okay, so that's pretty much the story. That's pretty much all they want to say. There is a story. Let me see here. Come on. You know how you go live, all your devices start tripping at once? I was watching the African diaspora, the brother Phil, and man, he had all of his stuff lined up. As soon as he went live, he had to go back and get it all. Okay, so here's another part, and I want to get to a statement made by Patrick Kimmon's mother. Okay, so the crowd was, again, they were out there for a social justice march for Patrick Kimmons, killed by police back in 2018. I'm trying to find a statement by his mother. But basically, she came out and said that she didn't want anybody to get hurt. She's not advocating harm. She lost her child, so of course she's not advocating harm. This was a peaceful march, but making sure that it wasn't infiltrated by our typical neighbors to right across the river, the Proud Boys, to which I think they actually still got their leader locked up because he technically is supposed to be living in Florida, but for some reason lives in Vancouver. Florida resident that lives in Vancouver, Washington. If you look at the back of the Proud Boys, their shirts say Columbia River. But they're all over the place. But yeah, this is they're based out here. Same with the Aryan Brotherhood, and Skinheads was major here for a while. So, just letting you know about the people in my neighborhood. But some of my family was out there representing. And so let's see the truth, shall we?
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking Nazi! fuck out! Go! Leave! Move! Move! Get the fuck out of here!
Now, he didn't have to stop. There he goes. He didn't have to stop and get out.
Hey, back the fuck up! Leave! Get out of here now! Get out now! Leave! Leave! Fucking leave! Leave! Don't you fucking dare! Get the weapon! Get the weapon! Get the weapon! Get him on the ground!
I'm a disabled Marine.
Get the fuck here! I don't give a fuck who you are!
You ready to get the fuck out of here?
I'm a disabled Marine. Oh, Lord. Okay, now, if y'all was paying attention, that was a white man that he actually pointed his gun at. Now, in the midst of all of that, that's why I wanted to read you the story before I played you the video, just to show you how they lie. So if you don't understand our enemy, my goodness, these white supremacists lie on a dime, and the media is a tool of warfare. You better know it. All the way down to how they locally want to report or soft shoe report, because this man gets out of his car and pulls a gun out. They're acting like, oh, well, there's a video circulating that shows it. But that's not the way I just read it, was it? Get the web. Yeah, no, I'm a disabled Marine. Oh, let me tell you, this is how people here do. And I mean, I know that in all of these other places, you guys got to experience these kind of people. You just got to know they are not ignorant to what they do at all. You understand me? They are not at all ignorant to what they do. So with that being said, yeah, that's it. All they do is spew propaganda. And again, I looked up something. Where do I have that? See if I got that, so I can put that on the screen. I'm glad that you said that, because that actually has something to do with today's topic, propaganda. And we're going into all these different places that, would prefer to use propaganda because it helps aid how we are treated. So, it makes people feel comfortable about making us less human. You dig? You are looking to a story. Yes, he did. He arrived looking for a story to make him look like a victim. That is a classic white supremacist tactic. And y'all got to be aware of that. They'll try to get close to you, do all little stupid kind of funky stuff, and then act like, oh man, oh, they're so angry. Oh my God. Yes, cut it out. Cut it out. So, let's see. Let me pull this up on the screen for you. Now, propaganda. Y'all see that? Make that big. See, this is what it is. So with what we're seeing right now in the news that they're playing up is a large story about how Black people are anti-Asian. We are attacking Asians. We for some reason have forsook the target of reparations to break off and go start beating down Asians for no reason. I don't understand what kind of win it would be for any strong individual to jump on somebody 5'5" and 125 pounds. They're not built for this. So why would we be jumping on them? That just makes no sense to me. And not saying look at us as some super Negro, but at the same time, good grief, we ain't harming them people. And how much could we be doing if their businesses are in the neighborhoods? So let me read this. Propaganda, information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, to use to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. Like Black folks are all of a sudden the face of racism in America because we hate Asians so much. Nah, let's cut it out. Ain't nobody demonstrated the levels of hate more than white supremacists of America. This country is built bringing slaves over here to build it. Then, well, first before you came over here and it whacked out all the Indians, the Native Americans, the black ones too. Before, you know, all of these light ones turned up. And they get all the money. But, you know, that story goes back too, because there was a lot of Uncle Tomahawk, should I say, that were down with Alexander Hamilton and his conquest to seize the northern territories north of New York, like Boston, all them free Negroes in Boston. Oh yeah, he blew through there too, with his main man, George Washington, General George Washington, before he was president. So this dude was on a money grab mission long before anything. Let me see this. So let me just show you something real quick. And I'm going to read this article. Can y'all see that? This is breaking down Blackface in Asia, a recent chronology. It goes into quite a bit. And I'm going to pull up some of these pictures. Now, this is just in Asia. This is much deeper than Asia, I'll tell you that. As I was looking for this, I'm like, well, good Lord, there's a ton of it. But again, the bottom line of it is, this is still spawned by good old-fashioned American white supremacist racism. And then they spread that propaganda around the world. So if you want to know why people think about us the way they do, well, there is an answer. And let's just get started here, shall we? Because the pictures I'm going to show you, I'm going to read this article first, but oh Lord, the pictures just, the pictures are out of this world, man. All right. So let's see. Hopefully that came up there. Let me get back over here. Oh, no, let me try it again. The technical difficulties while you're going live. All right. Hopefully that did the trick. Yes. Okay. So let's get into it. You know, I'm always been a big fan of Kung Fu movies. I always, you know, I got the Wu-Tang channel. That's a whole nother thing. You got the whole Wu-Tang Clan, Last Dragon, and all of these other movies, Black Belt Jones. Black folks have always supported that culture. I don't know where this comes from, but I mean, somebody's getting paid to throw us under the bus like that was us. So this article is from April 2021. The original was back in February 15th, 2019. How the history of blackface is rooted in racism. Well, of course. Blackface became popular in the U.S. after the Civil War as white performers played characters that demeaned and dehumanized African Americans. And look at that jackass right there. Yeah, see, that's really cool. You know, this is all part of America not being a racist country. So, you know, let's just read this and see how not racist America is. The portrayal of blackface when people darken their skin with shoe polish, grease paint, or burnt cork and paint on enlarged lips and other exaggerated features is steeped in centuries of racism. It peaked in popularity during the era in the United States when demands for civil rights by recently emancipated slaves triggered racial hostility. And today, because of blackface's historic use and denigrate people, or use to denigrate people of African descent, its continued use is still considered racist. Well, of course would be. It's anything that started racist going to end racist. But I want you to look at that word right there, African descent. Do y'all remember the the people that went before Congress talking about slavery, and they kept referring to African descent, people of African descent. We got to understand, not everybody here is, I mean, everybody on the earth could be based out of Africa and considered that. But for a lot of native Black folks, this is our homeland. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, for a lot of them Black folks that did come over here in slavery, shoot, these aren't different people. You're looking at people of the same family. You just have some that escaped sooner than others. Let's see me go skip down here. Although the exact moment when blackface originated isn't known, its root date back to centuries-old European theatrical productions, most famously Shakespeare's Othello. Well, I believe he was written to be Black, and plus William Shakespeare was also Black. The practice then began in the United States in the 18th century when European immigrants brought the genre over and performed in seaports along the Northeast, says Daphne Brooks, a professor of African American Studies and Theater Studies at Yale University. But the most famous sort of era to think is of being the birth of the form itself is the antebellum era of early 19th century, Brooks says, which, shit, we can't really argue with that. So I got one other article, and then we shall go into these pictures. So that's just giving you a little brief history of blackface. And now we're going to fast forward to just see how it's been adopted. Because again, we have a lot of things going out here that people talk about we're doing as African Americans, foundational Black Americans. They give me trouble with this screen sharing thing today, ain't they? Good Lord. All right. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, that should do it. Let's see. Can y'all see that? All right. So, hey, my bae. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get into this. You see, now it's on the screen. So, from America to China, blackface is a global problem. Well, that's because white supremacy is a global problem. So, of course, yes, that would be so. Oh, goodness. Let's see. That picture right there is crazy. So this is the Dutch Santa Claus called Sinterklaas arrives with his helpers, Black Pete, on a steamboat. So we've already heard the thing about Black Pete that they do over there, in, all the way to England. It's done all over Europe about Santa Claus. But I mean, let's not get it twisted. See, things that they do, they'll try to do is like, well, this is light humor, or it's art, or it's tradition. Racism is not a tradition. Don't let them convince you, oh, it's art. Oh, because we're going to touch that too. So in the span of around 2 weeks, 3 U.S. politicians have admitted using blackface at some point, prompting calls for them to resign. Only one of them has stepped down so far, Michael Ertel, a Republican who was recently appointed Florida's Secretary of State, resigned last month after photos emerged of his Halloween costume from 2005. 2005, we're not talking about a long time ago. So he's doing blackface in 2005. You didn't think he knew it was racist? And we still got these butt-broken, brain-dead zombies out here talking about racism. America is not a racist country. This man was in political office, able to affect people's lives that he obviously thinks so low of. In the photo, his face is painted black, and he is wearing a shirt that reads, Katrina victim, according to the Tallahassee Democrat. Hurricane Katrina, which struck the Gulf Coast in 2005, left nearly 2,000 people dead, which of course mostly were Black. So he looks at it as Katrina victim. If y'all remember 2005, they were talking about how the displaced refugees. Remember that? They were the people of the United States citizens of America, of New Orleans, were referred to as refugees. How do we get there? Well, when you have people that don't really look at you as a citizen, although you have it in title, they don't really necessarily treat you like that. And we can see that they don't really apply the Constitution to us. So, how can we say? This is game. So, let's see. And of course, we know Ralph Northam. Now, I think that was one of the biggest ones because he did it in the whole, they were clan robes and whatnot. And I will show that picture. Let's see. Here's another man. So I want to get down to this. The Swarte Piet. That's another one of these customs in Belgium. Just go ahead and skip down here because I'll see. Oh, there we go. See how it is? Oh my Lord. Look at that picture on the screen. It's all good, boy. That's how they think of us. Peru even gets on it. What they call that show? Character they call Negro Mama, who was played by Jorge Benavidez, a Peruvian comedian who wore blackface for the performances. I mean, man, let's just go on. And there's China. Remember, we're talking about Black folks hating Asians, but we're not talking about what they think of us. So let's just look at this. During last year's Lunar New Year celebrations in China, a skit broadcast state-run CCTV featured a Chinese woman dressed in blackface. And I'm pretty sure y'all saw that. And wearing prosthetic buttocks, impersonating an African woman. As the Post reported, at the time, about 700 million viewers tend to tune into the CCTV New Year's Gala. So this is like a big celebration for New Year's. I mean, good grief. Now this is what's so crazy. So you start off the year doing this, and same time the next year, you actually get a law passed by Joe Biden protecting these people from hate crimes. And I think that about sums it up. So let's get into these pictures. Oh my Lord. I mean, in this, oh man, all I can say is when I went looking for these, oh my goodness. Jeez, are those pheasants on some of those? Oh yeah, trust me, we're going to get to that. So we finna get into these pictures right now. Oh my Lord. There we go. Okay, let me get out of there. Okay, y'all see all of that right there, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just go through all of them. Let's start one by one here. Okay, so let's first start with this guy. All right, so we're gonna go with this guy now. Can you see that? Remember him? That was the one I was just talking about, Northam. So there he is in a Klan outfit. yeah, nothing wrong, nothing racist there about a politician dressed up in blackface next to his friend that's dressed like a Klansman. Yeah, nothing to see there. Here's another politician. And so here's over in London. Look at the wigs and look at the lips. Now, all of this because they make the excuse for it being about the celebration of Black Pete. Well, look at this. Black Lives Matter. And you see this Asian man right here in blackface, along with his suspected meiotic Becky girlfriend, suspected white supremacists. Here's some more. And I just want y'all to know, when y'all thinking about dating these chicks, y'all better be sure. And one good way as a Black man and foundational Black man to be sure that you're not caught up with one of these women, get with a Black woman. Here's another politician. They're both in blackface. One almost looked like he's trying to be Ray Charles. What's his name? Oh man, Tom. I can't even remember his name. Here's an Asian group. They've gotten some backlash for this, but I mean, this is on TV over there. Let's keep going. Y'all remember this one, right? Where she was doing it. Shoot, pew, pew. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all remember this. So that's what she looks like outside of blackface. This is over in Thailand, I believe. Malaysia. She's from Malaysia. Some more Koreans, showing love, right? Nothing racist about this, correct? No, there ain't nothing celebratory about this, man, at all. Yeah, he had a turban on. That's the picture I just showed you. Check out the charcoal donut. So they're going to Dunkin' Donuts. See, now this is what's so crazy. Dunkin' Donuts is an American company, so don't act like they don't know what this was. Charcoal donut. And you got this Asian woman with a super duper black hairstyle in all blackface with bright red lips. Can't make this up. And there's a tweet. This is February 12th, 2019. You see what they think of us? Oh, it gets better. And there's another one. Yeah, look at that. See? She got the hair wrap on, like, she's really down sister. Now, I ain't never seen nobody that black. Look at this guy. He's still an Asian, but for some reason in blackface. Somebody make that make sense to me, please. I just don't understand. Here's some more. This that black and brown, that Italian. This that Italian connection. Oh, well, she ain't white. She Italian. Yeah, she ain't white. She Italian, man. Okay. You see this dude right here? He's supposed to be a Barack Obama. This is just outlandish. And then here's another. And then another. So, I mean, come on. Yeah, we're back to good old Korean TV. Bubble Sisters. I mean, man, if this ain't saying what they think about us, and this is, again, look at this. This is like how the propaganda has went all around the world, just making sure that everybody looks at Black folks as subhuman, as something that can, just be disregarded. Absolutely nothing to protect. Because when people like this do this, I mean, this is wicked. This is wicked as all get out, and it's dangerous. We have to understand, people around the world are doing this. So we don't need to be feeling bad for any group catching hell in America from the people to whom they worship. Because they took this from them. They didn't get it from us. Y'all see this? Look at this mess. I mean, He's supposed to be Prince. And they do this on TV. This is like, this isn't some kind of hidden program. I mean, this is ultra wicked, man. So he's supposed to be Satchmo. Good grief. Y'all just don't understand. Look at that. I guess dude over there on the left was supposed to be Tupac. It almost looked like a woman with hair on his face. But they're all the same dude, I guess. And look at the fake nose he put on himself. I mean, how overtly disrespectful and racist. And this is from Italian TV. There's more. I just want y'all to just really let this one soak in. Now, per your question earlier about the fezzes, yeah, they were definitely wearing fezzes. As you can see in this picture with about maybe close to 200 people right here in this picture in full blackface and fezzes. Now, if you don't think that that is a shot at the Moors, I don't know what would be. I mean, look at them. That is a mockery. And it's cool. Like, they advertise this like, hey, we're going to be here and we're going to march. We're going to go be overtly racist. Now, this woman right here is actually Egyptian. But she does this whole thing where she dresses up as a dark skin, and she's basically trying to make fun of foundational Black American women when she does this. But that's really her. That's her. So she does the whole, I'm loud and I'm ghetto and blah, blah, blah. She does that whole bit. Here's some more. You know, and I guess if nothing else, Black women always remember, look at this. These people copy you, so don't spend your lives copying them. This is the dude that played James Brown. Oh, and here's some shoes made by Gucci. See, even international designers love to get into the mix. So if you notice, these shoes are made by Gucci. And you can't still tell Black folks to stop supporting these people. And look at these. These are actually Katy Perry shoes. Those are Katy Perry shoes. Katy Perry's Gucci shoes. Tailor-made. Why would you do that? Just to go show you where she's at with it. Y'all better stop playing that woman's music. Look at this. And the beat goes on. Remember her? Catch me outside. Look at this. And then whack ass Iggy Azalea, like now she's trying to look like Cardi B. Cardi B ain't even foundational Black American, but I guess anything's better than what you really are. Lord. Here's another. Now, I'm sure them lips had to be injected. And, man, yuck. Yeah, Coco Perez. Yes, when we get down to the runway and get to modeling and stuff, here we go. More blackface. And then look at Prada even gets in the mix. And I want you to notice something right there on the right corner. What is that thing standing on? What are the numbers there? 666 with an X next to it. Buy black, folks. Buy black. Please. Buy black. These people don't fool with you the long way, man. Here's another. This is a Dutch, I believe, Dutch team, and they were getting ready to play against the Cameroonian soccer team. So they figured in support of their FIFA team that they would come out and dress like that. Oh, here's little one that gets started young, fifth grade in blackface. That's over in Ireland. Now, this one really caught me. Like, this one here was a cold one. So this Asian man made his makeup and did his blackface to look like a black woman. Even got the wig and the barrettes in the wig and tried to make his nose stand out. But that's who you're looking at. So from the picture on the left, that is her person in the picture on the right. Believe it or not. I mean, I'm talking about where these people go through great lengths. What would you do this for? And as you can see, too bad the makeup can't fix the inside, right? And then somebody else says, this is literally blackface. What the F? Right. It is. It is what it is. And everybody acts like they don't want to call it what it is because this is kind of like what they call black fishing. I basically want to experience what it's like to wear black skin. But us as black folks, we understand this ain't about the skin. It is in part about the skin, but it's about the soul. So, see, that's why you talk about soul music. Soul music isn't soul music based off of skin color. Soul music is based off that inner thing you got. And if you ain't got it, you just ain't got it, baby. Look at this. Luna Bianca or Blanca. So that what they do is they got the Luna Blanca and Luna Negro. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Absolutely. Now, even an LGBT group has gotten into the mix. This is a drag queen. I guess they figure, well, I can hide my anti-black racism behind the fact that I'm transgender. You understand what I'm saying? Judah Queen in the house. How you doing? How you doing? You know, my chat is like slowing up and then it just boosts all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on here. All right. This dude here is like one of these, he's overt racist. What do they call him? Drag queen. So overtly racist drag queen. I'm not sure that this person identifies as transgender. I believe they are just a drag queen. So if you see that, Shirley Q's Liquors, 12 Days of Kwanzaa. Don't y'all think for a second that anybody can't be racist. If they aren't us, they are not us. There ain't no situation that puts you in any environment. Because here's a white, he could still be white and go do blackface. Yeah, he gay. Yeah, he dress up like a woman, but he's not being persecuted for who he is. He should be persecuted for who he is because he's a racist POS. Well, we start him young over there in Britain, don't we? Look at the little curly wig, and they got the little, whoever let their little black kids sit next to this trash. I mean, and I'm sorry, yeah, it's a little kid, but damn it, little kids like this grow up to be big kids like this, and be adults like this, be judges like this, be politicians like this, be Hillary Clinton. Oh boy. Now, so she felt it would behoove her to be Prince. Look at them. They just having big fun, ain't they? They got the kente joints on, got the afro wigs on. She got watermelon slice earrings. They living it up, ain't they? Good grief. Look at this. This is, I believe they're over. Oh, this is Russia. Yeah, this is Russia. This is also Russia. For some reason, he's supposed to be Barack Obama here. When did you ever know Barack Obama to ever be dressed like this? He is literally, this person, this character that you are looking at is literally supposed to be Barack Obama. Not that I give a damn about him, but look at, I mean, like I said, could you be any more racist? Good grief. Now, this is how they do in ballet. I didn't know this part, but I, in my research, found this. So they use a lot of blackface in international ballet. I didn't know that. So instead of hiring these sisters, they'll because some of them are light skinned. They actually even have some of the black ones darkening their skin, so these white women can ballet in blackface. Yeah. So these are Russian ballerinas. Yes, I'll let you know what they feel about over in Russia. This again is Russia. This looks like a scene from 300. Jeez. This is more from that parade for the soccer. So, you know, these people over there, I think this is Ireland, or it might be something like that. Yes. Yes, yes. Please hit the like button. Like and share this, please. You know, I'm just doing my part, building this channel up. Oh my Lord. Now this is really crazy. They got whole suits on. Whole suits on with lips. Look at the fruit basket hat. Come on, man. These people do not love us, y'all. Not love us at all. Yeah, they do definitely have beautiful black ballerinas. Um, and some of them have been speaking out against that trash and filth. Here's another LGBT community individual that decided it would behoove him at a pride parade to do this. That is not honoring our women, sir. Here's some more. This is like Belgium, I believe. Yeah, now they're Zulus. Yeah, see? Man, they love black folks so much. Can't you just see the love? Now, can't you feel the love in this dude's face right here? Mm-hmm. Over there in Britain. This is over in London. Mm-hmm. One of them little suburbs. Look at this. Now, what does this tell you about what they know about indigenous black people? Just take a look at this picture. What does that tell you about what they know about indigenous black folk? Don't let these people tell you they don't know who you are. Ugh. I don't understand this. Like, let's do our makeup transformation. This dude doing the same thing. Oh, geez. This here. And then she got her whole hair wrapped up too. So it's not like you're just doing blackface and like, oh, I was trying my makeup. You went with the whole look and even put a nose ring in. This ain't love. This is straight up disrespect. And like all of these people trying to look so racially ambiguous. Look at this. Guys in blackface and Obama mask chase banana at Moscow Red Bull event. No racism here. Oh my Lord. So, y'all see what's happening, y'all. Oh Lord. And so I wanted to do this because, again, entering, y'all see my shirt? I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all see that? Look at good look. Yeah. Pull this one out. The stash. I made this years ago. So I was like, oh, let me pull this out. It's been a minute. And I haven't wore this yet on this broadcast. So I figured, let me go ahead and break this one out. So we have to understand that the tools of the media and what tools they're using against us, which in a lot of cases right now is propaganda. And it's all to circumvent the strength and the power of our uniting. Again, what's happening right now is something that they always feared. They hate us coming together. So right now, any and everything that can be done to break that up needs to be done. What also happened is, as this new black media has been forming and coming together, all of these different, all the different moderators to the followers of the different content creators to the different content creators, down to the people who are just realizing that there's a system here that they can trust. Um, so information can come direct to the family first before outsiders get a chance to put their spin on things. And that's what they like to do. They like to control the narrative. But see, that's the thing. If you can control the narrative, then you can control the perception of people. That's how you get a chance to take blackface all over the doggone world and make people think that that's a cool thing to do. Because see, what they were doing is promoting anti-black hatred. So make sure that you on board with us. Now, see, this is why we got these niggas over here in chains. This is what they're here for. This is what they're made for. Accept it. Accept our wickedness as your own, and you too can participate and benefit off the wickedness that we have done to this people. Well, like the Jermaine Jackson song says, don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet, because good things come to an end. And this, my friends, is definitely it. Because here, one thing we can't afford to do any longer is act as if we should fear our own power. You understand what I'm saying? We definitely shouldn't, because we are a mighty folk. Mighty, mighty, mighty. And see, we have to start teaching our children this. This is one thing we don't do, because I've said this before on my programs, but I want to say it again. People can be born with anything. So you cannot have one without the other. If you say people were born with love, then people were born with hate. If people were born with a hatred, then it would be easy for them to pass that on along to their offspring. That's how you keep a cycle going. And, you know, when I say like pass things along, I mean things such as, like this. You know, mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be racist. But when you put them in situations like this, well, really, what else can happen? Look at these two little proud Klansmen. He probably got to be about maybe 12 years old, and this guy right here, this Strider here with the long hair, he might be about, let's say, maybe 10. Well, you know, I looked at that, and then I saw this picture next. I said, wow, look at these little demons in training. This is how they look at our kids, and our kids ain't looking to harm them. Keep that in mind. Our kids ain't looking to harm them, because we wasn't looking to harm them. We just want to be left alone. There's a big difference. Now, fast forward. What do you see? That's how they grow up. So don't let these people sit up here and talk to you and tell you that, well, you know, man, this race ain't racist and it's not inherently racist. They are raising generations of races. This country is built on nothing less. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And so I hope that people understand, as you start with the children, you will end up with these adults. And again, like I said, look at the back of his shirt. Columbia River. This is the river that is right to the north of me that separates my city from Vancouver, Washington. Now, they'll be residents of other states, but because their Proud Boy chapter is there, then that's what they pretty much do. And there's another group called Patriot Prayer, which is a little less active these days because some of their members, have some issues. But don't think they're different groups. Patriot Prayer is just a subgroup of the Proud Boys, which is also another subgroup and connected to the Oath Keepers. So all of these people believe into the 14 words, and so all of that garbage, they all buy into that. That's their philosophy. So you got to know that. So look at this guy. They grow up to be law enforcement. things happen. And I'll end here because this is right in my city. This is the history of Portland, Oregon. PDX history. Coon Chicken Inn. The Coon Chicken Inn. Y'all see that? So I just want you to know, when people ever talk to you about America isn't racist, don't let them get away with that kind of conversation, because it's not so. It's not true at all. And, you got to understand, these people have a propaganda, and it is in their best interest to make sure that you do not succeed. That's one of the major things you need to understand. It is in their best interest to make sure you do not succeed. So when you see all these channels starting to get fooled with them, they're already messing with my chat today. So when you see these things happening to these truth speakers, know that the powers that be and the enemy that is wants this place under their control, but they have to be under the they have to rush the process now, because new black media is here. New black media is here and has definitely held court. It's something that we should be proud of, but we're not by any stretch of the imagination done. So with that being said, I need y'all to stay vigilant. Vet everybody. Vet everyone. I just seen Goddess Masterpiece had an issue with her channel, and people doing funky stuff on her channel. So let me say this. As far as if you have a group or you have a network and somebody leaves your network, it is not a good look to do any type of backstabbing, sabotage, because that at the end of the day will always reflect on you. And if you ever come out of your mouth as trying to be a righteous witness, but participating in absolute trickery, that's going to come back on you. And, that there ain't, there's not going to be anything that really can take that stain off you once you got it. Some people may be able to recover once and reinvent yourself. But I'm telling you, in 2021 and beyond, if you play that game wrong, you will lose heavy. I'm just going to say that. Keep it 1,000. Keep it $1. You know what I'm saying? Love your folks. And if your people, you ain't getting along with your people, that don't mean you need to sabotage the next one. We have way bigger things at hand. We are at war. They are at war with us. They seek to destroy us. There is no time to be bickering amongst one another. As far as like this whole thing with Umar and Kevin Samuels, I don't even know why that even happened. Then you got this other cat that just now came out. What's his name? Calloway. Boy. Now he's saying that Harriet Tubman was a made-up myth. I would advise, I get it. Reading books is good. But sometimes, having that oral tradition of having oral history, I'm one that I'm, 3, maybe 4 generations removed from slavery. So these stories are in my family. So yes, she existed. What are you talking about? And yes, she had offspring. So, but this is coming from a person who got the stories of knowing that these people knew about these people. And then you're going to talk about an illiterate person that's represented in literary writings. That makes no sense. It had to be oral. If they didn't get it orally, then 9 times out of 10, a white man wrote that story. Or a woman, but I guarantee it wasn't her. Now, yes, they will take anything and be able to twist it for their own benefit, of course. They tell you Jesus is white, don't they? So let's not act like they don't do that. So, shoot. Bible said, Job 9 and 10 to tell you, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he? Call it what it is. Call them who they are. Because it is what it is. Anytime a person is coming to you in dishonesty and deception, they are the devil. Period. you know? So that with that being said, I was just gonna come here. We ran for about an hour. And thank you for everybody that has came and spent the time with me. I hope you enjoyed this program. I doubled up this week. I'm only doing one live today, but I hope to keep bringing this good content, Lord willing. And again, you can follow me at beatzillapdx on Instagram, Twitter, beatzillapdx, and on Melanated People, Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can also do so at beatzillapdx. But I don't know how much longer Facebook gonna let me hang around, so I will advise anyone watching to like and subscribe my YouTube channel, but most importantly, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you follow me on those two channels or two platforms. And if you are part of the Melanated family, then definitely get over to Melanated People, and you can find me there. Brother Reza Islam is there. He goes live often on that platform. So you can say what you can say to the family over there uninterrupted and uncensored. You know what I mean? And they also have a feature that is like kind of like the Clubhouse thing. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have enjoyed this. Please like and share this. This was something that I wanted to dig into because I saw how the propaganda thing was happening. So I just wanted to make sure that people understand. The rest of the world understands that all of that propaganda line is absolute bullshit. They're fully aware of it. So what we need to do is make sure we keep the pressure on, just like how the UN is just now starting to chime in about these cops. But I'm telling you, family, it is the power of your presence that is making this happen. Let the Most High use you, and let's get rid of this wicked system. You can't beat it by joining it. You can beat it by analyzing it. You got to be strategic. And our first weapon is spirit, because you're dealing with the spiritless. So you already have an advantage. You better know what it is. So get in tune. Make sure you try to eat as healthy as you can. Drink as much water as you can. And any bad habits you can do. I think everybody has bad habits. Just try to cut it out as much as you can. And, we're going to get there. We're going to get there for sure. For sure. So with that being said, you already know what we say here. Because I believe in positive affirmation and claiming what we are due. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. And let that chariot swing low and come get your boy. You understand me? So with that being said, family, thank you. Please, again, like and share. If you want to have any questions, email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And again, thank you for any donations. All donations are much welcome. I'm just putting it back into this platform. So you could definitely donate at CashApp $beatzillapdx. That's CashApp $beatzillapdx. Again, thank you for in advance, and thank you for the ones who have already donated. So I definitely appreciate everybody. Everybody in this new black media thing. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep rolling, and let's stay on this devil's neck. Until the next time. Shalom, y'all.